Yeah, Drizzy Drake, back with another lawsuit for y'all. Now, well, you know how much I love gambling, but they say you're supposed to be unreadable. So, shit, I forgot how to read. But, if I mess up, fuck it. I gotta stream in just a second, so gotta make this quick. Anyway, though. Yeah, In the matter of the application of Frozen Moments LLC, petitioner for an order pursuant to the section 3102 of the Civil Practice Law and rules to compel pre-action disclosure from UMG Recordings Inc. and Spotify USA Inc. Respondents. Petitioner Frozen Moments LLC, by and through its undersigned attorneys, respectfully petitions the court pursuant to New York Civil Practice Law and Rule 3102 for an order granting limited redaction disclosure from respondents UMG Recordings and Spotify USA Inc. and directing the preservation of relevant evidence to the possession, custody, or control of UMG. Yeah, I like Michael on that one, Nature of a dispute in his memo to staff, reflecting on the highlights of 2021. The CEO of UMG, Lucian Cranes, remarked on it being harder than ever for artists to break through the noise. 60,000 songs are added to Spotify every day. Spotify is the world's most popular audio streaming subscription service as of the end of the third quarter of 2024. Spotify posted more than 640 million monthly active users and 252 million subscribers. Drizzy Drake. Spotify pays music companies like UMG for the right to license songs. We can play them on the streaming and subscription platforms. In 2023 alone, Spotify paid more than 90 billion in royalties to labels and producers. Hip-hop is one of the most popular genres on Spotify, amounting to nearly a quarter of all streams on Spotify globally in 2023. Yeah, God's plan. Check. Spotify and UMG have a long-standing symbiotic business relationship. As one of Spotify's earliest supporters, UMG entered into a multi-year global license agreement with Spotify in 2020. UMG and Spotify collaborate on strategic marketing campaigns and products, and in 2024 announced an expansion of their strategic partnership through which Spotify will amplify music discovery and social interaction and enhance fan experiences across the platform for UMG's family of artists and songwriters. Based on UMG's financial reporting, Spotify paid UMG around $22.28 billion in 2023, which amounted to 19% of UMG's total revenues in 2023. Gotta turn the page, give me 1 second. Streaming is essential to UMG's current bottom line and its future business strategy. In report related to the third quarter of 2024, UMG noted a nearly 29% year-over-year decrease in downloads and other digital revenue because of the continued format shift towards streaming across the music industry. UMG's long-term strategy relies on accelerating the growth of and monetization from streaming and subscription in October 2024, UMG unveiled a new slogan, Streaming 2.0, which illustrates the importance UMG places on saturating the streaming market. Now here's where shit gets real. In 2024, UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices to break through that noise on Spotify and likely other music platforms. Instead, it launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with a song Not Like Us in order to make the song go viral, including by using bots and pay-to-play agreements. UMG released Not Like Us, or the song, on May 4th, 2024. Pursuant to various contractual rights, UMG, via its division Interscope Records, Interscope, has exclusive control over licensing of the song. On information and belief, UMG charged Spotify licensing rates 30% lower than its usual licensing rates for Not Like Us, in exchange for Spotify affirmatively recommending the song to users who are searching for other unrelated songs and artists. Neither UMG nor Spotify disclosed that Spotify had received compensation of any kind in exchange for recommending the song. On information of belief, Spotify paid UMG licensing fees through the wires or mails. The mails, yeah. UMG directly or through Interscope also conspired with and paid currently unknown parties to use bots to artificially inflate the spread of Not Like Us and deceive consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was in reality. Bots are software programs designed to mimic human behavior to appear to be real social media accounts. One individual unknown to petition or reveal publicly on a popular podcast that Kendrick Lamar was labeled, paid him via third parties to use bots to achieve 30 million streams on Spotify in the first 3 days of release of Not Like Us, with the goal of jumpstarting the song spread and turning it into a crazy hit on my platform. The whistleblower describes Spotify as the easiest platform to bot because it does not, like other streaming platforms, have certain security measures when it comes to bot protection. The whistleblower further revealed that on May 6, 2024, an individual affiliated with Interscope sent him a payment of $2,500 via the digital payment platform Zelle, which is owned by a number of banks, and he was promised another $2,500 and a percentage of the song's total sales for this initial push. On information and belief, UMG hired other unknown third parties to use bots to promote Not Like Us and to inflate the streams of Not Like Us music video, which UMG first published on July 4th, 2024. Look, UMG appears to have used similar tactics with other streaming services. On information and belief, UMG paid or approved payments to Apple, linked to Abbott's voice-activated digital assistant Siri to purposely misdirect users to Not Like Us. Online sources reported that when users asked Siri to play the album Certified Lover Boy, fire recording artist Aubrey Drake Graham, DBA Drake, that's me, yeah. Siri instead played Not Like Us, which contained the lyric Certified Pedophile, an allegation against Drake. Yeah, fuck that, UMG engaged in similar pay-to-play schemes to increase the outplay of Not Like Us on the radio. Petitioner has obtained information from a third party indicating that at least one UMG employee made payments to an independent radio promoter serving as an intermediary, who had agreed to transfer those payments to certain radio stations and or radio station employees. These radio stations subsequently played or caused to be played Not Like Us without disclosing that they had been paid to do so. This practice, known as payola, is prohibited by the Communications Act of 1934 and has been the subject of regulatory scrutiny by a number of Sorry, getting this that part. Still trying to learn how to read, guys. Scrutiny by a number of executive agencies. In 2006, UMG agreed to pay $12 million in a settlement with the New York Attorney General following an investigation involving accusations that UMG executives had used a broad array of pay-or-play taxes to secure radio airplay for music in connection with UMG settlement. Then New York Attorney General Elliot Spitzer explained consumers have a right not to be misled about the way in which that music they hear on the radio is selected. He continued to say that pay for play makes a mockery of claims that only the best or most popular music is broadcast separately. In 2005, UMG was sued by 2 radio promotion companies alleging fraudulent pay-to-play practices. God's play. While historically payola has been through the thought of forget top of that. Yes. While historically payola has been thought of in terms of paying radio stations to play songs, in February 2020, the Federal Trade Commission released guidance stating that by paying an influencer to pretend that their endorsement or review isn't tainted by a financial relationship, this is illegal parole. On information and belief, UMG employed a similar scheme by paying social media influencers to promote and endorse the song and video. For example, petitioner understands that UMG paid the popular NFR podcast, which has nearly 300 subscribers on YouTube. 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, and over 330,000 followers on X to promote Not Like Us and its video without disclosing the payment as part of the deal with UMG. The NFR podcast The NFR podcast published podcast episodes, tweets, and the content publicly about the song. And NSC changed for UMG internal policy. UMG removed the song's copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, thereby whitelisting the song for the first time in UMG history, which further incentivized influencers to spread the song. UMG's team to ensure Not Like Us broke through on Spotify and elsewhere worked. Not Like Us broke Spotify records as Interscope posted on its X account. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us became the fastest rap song to reach 300 million Spotify streams. It only took 35 days. To date, Not Like Us has almost 900 million streams on Spotify and holds the records for the biggest single-day streams of the hip-hop song and the most streamed diss track in Spotify's history. Not Like Us has spent 27 weeks on Spotify's city chart for New York City, which ranks the weekly streaming popularity of songs by users in New York, New York. Within over a week of its initial release, Not Like Us broke the record for the most streamed song in a 7-day period with 96 million streams. After UMG published the video, Not Like Us returned to the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, and in the same week the song was streamed an additional 53.8 million times and played on the radio an additional 40 million times from July 4th to August 8th, 2024. The videos ranked first on YouTube's weekly top music videos chart on November 13th, 2024, at the iHeartRadio leaderboard reported that Not Like Us was the second most popular streamed on the Sunday. I fucked that one up. But it's okay, I'm Drake, I can do whatever the fuck I want. On November 13th, 2024, the iHeartRadio leaderboard reported that Not Like Us was the second most popular song on the platform. On New York radio, Not Like Us remains, as of this date of this filing, a top 40 hit on popular music and hip-hop stations, including Z100, Power 105.1, and WQHT 97.1 FM Hot 97 from May 9th, 2024 to August 15th, 2024. The song was among the top 10 of all songs streamed in New York City. UMG touting the record-breaking success on July 16th, 2024. Metascope reposted that on X, the song that become the best-selling rap song of 2024 in the US. On July 24th, 2024, UMG posted on its X account about the song charting as the song's most streamed song of the week. Sorry, I kinda hit the microphone right there. On August 2020, not 2024, UMG posted on X with a link to a summer hit Spotify 2024 playlist by Spotify, and the caption, Song of the Summer. UMG fam lands 4 out of 5 on Spotify. Birds of a Feather at Billie Eilish. Hard to Go at Chappelle Roan. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, Espresso, Sabrina, and Lynn. Now, UMG schemed to artificially inflate the popularity of Not Like Us. Were motivated, at least in part, by the decisions of executives at Interscope to maximize their own profits. UMG executives have an annual incentive program pursuant to which they are rewarded for meeting and surpassing sales and profits projections, among other metrics. The incentives are largely based on the specific UMG division rather than the performance of UMG more generally. For example, the annual Interscope or bonus of Interscope CEO John Janik is based 90% on the financial success of Interscope and only 10% on the financial success of UMG generally. Thus, on information and belief, Mr. Janik and other executives at Interscope have been incentivized to maximize the financial success of Interscope through the promotion of Not Like Us and the revitalizing impact on the artist's prior recording catalog, including his first 5 studio albums, which are owned by Interscope. Petitioner has received information that UMG has been taking steps in an appearance. Yeah. Sorry, sometimes I try to go too fast on that one, but fuck you of it. petitioner has received information that UMG has been taking steps in an apparent effort to conceal the schemes, including but not limited to by terminating employees associated or with perceived as lacking loyalty to Drake. That's me, Drizzy Drake. Indeed, UMG has demonstrated that it has no interest in taking responsibility for its misconduct. Over the past several months, Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's actions. UMG refused to engage in negotiations and insisted that UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, UMG has pointed the finger at Mr. Duckworth. Whack. Insisted that Drake should initiate legal action against Mr. Duckworth rather than UMG, and even threatened to bring its own legal claims against Mr. Duckworth if Drake were to pursue claims against UMG. Streaming and licensing is a zero-sum game. Every time a song breaks through, it means another artist is not UMG's choice to saturate the music market with not like us. Comes at the expense of its other artists like Drake, as Drake is petitioner's sole owner, and petitioner owns the copyright to Drake's entire catalog. Petitioner suffered economic harm as a result of UMG's scheme. Alright, we gonna switch the beat up right here. Drizzy Drake and playing around. Ready? Y'all ain't ready. 1, 3, I wish I could count. Petitioner Frozen Moments LLC is a limited liability company registered in the state of Florida. Frozen Moments is an entity wholly owned by Drake, to which Drake furnishes his recording services as a vocalist and musician, and is the copyright holder of Drake's sound recordings, including music videos. As such, petitioner competes within a scope. Respondent UMG is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Music Group NV, a publicly owned limited liability company incorporated under the laws of the Netherlands. UMG is a Delaware corporation registered to do business in the state of New York. UMG has offices at 1755 Broadway, New York, New York, 10019, and 250 West 57th Street, New York, New York, 10107. UMG has divisions included, but not limited to Interscope, which represents Mr. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, and Republic Records, which represents Drake. Interscope publicly... Interscope's publicity... Interscope's publicity team operates out of the 1755 Broadway office. Shit. Respondents damn it. Respondent Spotify USA Inc. is a Delaware corporation with headquarters in New York City at 4 World Trade Center, 150 Greenwich. Oh shit, that might be that tragedy. Street, New York, 10017. Spotify is a digital music, podcast, and video service. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has personal jurisdiction over UMG pursuant to CPLR 302. UMG regularly transacts business within the state, including by doing business and entering into contracts with New York-based Spotify, licensing and promoting music to streaming and radio broadcasting services within the state, and supplying its music management and publicity services in the state. The events at issue include UMG's licensing and contract with the events at issue including UMG's licensing contract with Spotify and payments to New York-based radio stations to inflate the popularity of the song occurs within the state. UMG also owns, uses, or possesses real property at its 1755 Broadway office, where it hosts offices for its catalog division and publishing arm, Universal Music Publishing Crew. UMG employs numerous individuals within the state as its marketing partnerships, media and properties, and publicity professionals. Groups operate out of the New York offices. Court has personal jurisdiction over Spotify pursuant to CPL Law 302. Spotify regularly transacts business within the state, including by doing business and entering into contracts with paying and non-paying based in New York, and is promoting a stream. I almost got that one. Spotify regularly transacts business within the state, including by doing business and entering into contract with paying and non-paying subscribers based in New York, and promoting its streaming services within the state. The events at issue, including Spotify's licensing contract with UMG, occurs within the state. Spotify uses its Ford World Trade Center, 150 Greenwich Street offices at its corporate headquarters in the United States, and employs numerous individuals within the state. Venue is proper pursuant to CPLR 503 because a foreign corporation authorized to transact business in the state shall be deemed as a resident in the country in which its principal office is located. Additionally, pursuant to CPLR 503A, a substantial part of the events or omissions giving rise to the claims occurred in the county of New York. Petitioner requires pre-action discovery and preservation. Frozen Moments has commenced the special proceeding pursuant to CPLR 3102C to seek pre-action discovery to allow petitioner to 1. Identify appropriate defendants and frame a complaint for a claim under the Racketeering, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO. And 2. Identify appropriate defendants and frame a complaint for a claim under Section 349 of the New York General Business Law, the NY Deceptive Business Act, and Section 350 and 350A of the New York General Business Law, the NY False Advertising Act. Civil RICO. Petitioner has a viable cause of action for civil RICO with predicate acts of wire fraud, mega fraud, and or bribery for UMG's payments to unknown third parties in the form of reduced licensing fees to Spotify. However, petitioner requires additional information in order to frame his complaint and satisfy the heightened Rule 9b pleading standard applicable to complaint sounding to fraud. Specifically, petitioner requires information about the methods by which the third parties were paid in order to determine which underlying predicate acts to plead, and requires information about which benefits were conferred upon UMG in exchange for the payments. Additionally, petitioner lacks sufficient information to identify the third parties who acted in conspiracy with UMG. Deceptive business practices and false advertising. Petitioner has information that agents of UMG paid at least one third party to use bots to stream the song on Spotify, and information and belief this practice extended to multiple third parties to artificially stream the song and video. UMG also gave financial benefits to Spotify and other unknown third parties to promote and play the song and video without disclosing those payments. UMG then touted success of the song and video, knowing the success was artificially inflated by its own manipulation. These practices harm consumers. They've also violated the NY Deceptive Business Act and the NY False Advertising Act. Without the requested pre-litigation discovery, petitioner lacks sufficient information to identify the known but anonymous third-party streamer and to identify any additional streamers who UMG paid. Petitioner also lacks the sufficient facts to frame a complaint regarding what was exchanged for UMG's payments. Petitioner seeks the following limited pre-action disclosure from UMG. The UMG requested information. 1. Documents and communications sufficient to show the identities of all third parties that UMG, its agent, or anyone working on behalf of UMG Interscope paid without public disclosure to promote, publish, or recommend a song. It's an accompanying cover image, the image or video, including but not limited to radio stations, influencers, music platforms, and music publications, as well as the dates, methods, and amounts of those payments. 2. Documents and communication sufficient to show that identities of all third parties that UMG, its agents, or anyone working on behalf of UMG and Interscope paid to use bots or any other simple. Nah. Fuck it, let me try them again. Yeah. 2. Documents and communication sufficient to show the identities of all third parties that UMG, its agents, or anyone working on behalf of UMG / Interscope paid to use bots or any other similar technology to stream the song of any well as the dates, methods, and amounts of those payments. And 3. Documents and communication sufficient to show what third parties agreed to provide and did provide in exchange for these payments. Petitioner seeks the following limited pre-action disclosure from Spotify. The Spotify requested information. 1. Documents and communication sufficient to show the dates, methods, and amounts of financial benefit, whether in the form of direct payments or reduced licensing fees provided by Spotify, by UMG, Interscope, its agents, or anyone working on its behalf in exchange for the promotion, publication, or recommendation of the song on Spotify. And 2. Documents and communication sufficient to show what Spotify agreed to provide and did provide in exchange for any such benefits. Petitioner has further commenced a special proceeding pursuant to CPLR 3102 to seek an order requiring UMG, including Interscope and all other divisions, as well as UMG's directors, officers, and relevant employees to preserve all documents and communications regarding the song, image, and video during the pendency of any litigation that petitioner commences against respondent and or any unknown third parties for the underlying causes of the action discussed herein. Petitioner expects that much of the relevant evidence will be in the form of messages on social media platforms, payment applications, and text messages, including but not limited to iMessage and WhatsApp, which may not be preserved in the usual course. Petitioner is aware that senior executives at UMG regularly communicate for business to messaging platforms and applications. Exhibit A to the verified petition is a proposed subpoena ducis tecum to UMG, commanding UMG to produce the UMG requested information. Exhibit B to the verified petition is a proposed subpoena ducis tecum to Spotify's, commanding Spotify to produce the Spotify requested information. Exhibit C to the verified petition is a proposed order authorizing, pursuant to CPLR 3102, the issuance of subpoenas ducis tecum to the form in the form of the subpoenas attached as Exhibits A and B 36. No previous application has been made for the relief requested herein. Really quick, while you're talking about subpoenas, now that my penis isn't subbed. Wherefore, petitioner respectfully requests that the court enter an order pursuant to CPLR 3102C, compelling respondent UMG to provide to petitioner with 14 days of service on UMG by overnight mail a copy of an order with the notice of entry, documents, and communications responsive to the request in Exhibit A. B. Pursuant to CPLR 3102C, compelling respondent Spotify to provide the petitioner within 14 days of service on Spotify by overnight mail a copy of an order with notice of entry, documents, and communications responsive to the request of Exhibit B. C. pursuant to CPL law, skirt 3102C, compelling the respondent UMG to preserve all documents and communication regarding the song, image, and video during the pendency of any litigation that petitioner commences against respondent and or any unknown third parties for the underlying causes of action discussed herein. D. Granting such other and further relief as the court may deem just and proper. Respectfully submitted, me, Juicy Drake. Aubrey Drake Graham affirms the following to be true under the penalties of perjury pursuant to civil practice law and rules, CBLR 2106. I am a corporate office of... I'm sorry, guys. I am a corporate officer in a pet... you know what? Fuck it. I don't need to do the rest. That's just some fucking shitty verification anyway. I gotta go on my stream. Okay, love you guys. Unless you listen to Kendrick, then fuck you.
Yo, Drake, I got you. It's Ye in the building. He just walked out of the recording booth and I was up next and the beat was still going. So, I think I'ma ride on this how I've been riding on all my music recently. Something, screw it up and fucking dumping by my thumb. I think that might be something they must not check it on. I think I might be doing, but I don't know if it's fun. I know I'm the best, but I'm the lived up with y'all. Fuck yeah, I'm that guy, I'm that blunt. I think it just spiked my bitch something bum. I think I might be fucking, but I don't know if I y'all be frontin', I be coming with my duke. I don't think it's fun, I don't think it's fucking fun. I just think I'm the best rapper. Something is the one. I don't think it's what the buck. It's all what we call my shop. I come on my go. Tell me yo, how many I'm at co? Might is lump so. I think by this up and frack it though. Let me sing it, drung it, don't. Sing a bone, cause sing it the bark and they wrong. Have better go. Have it. I'm scared of bigger there, but screw the republic, the go. So don't ring the legal, you can we can use good. This could not ring this shit. Have a little ring, hit was here. The don't get the alarm, the good out of the river.